Are you highly structured or are you able to just roll with it? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Hi there. Sorry, I'm Deneen Shoemaker, helping you live your best life now. So, just to catch you up, a little bit of a different scenery today. And if I'm looking at all rough, I had some surgery earlier this week. Everything is good. But hey, I took a shower for y'all, and that's all I was able to muster up. So, but anyway, I want to ask you about this being highly structured, or if you're able to roll with it. So, my daughter, even my stepkids, could even tell you that I used to be highly structured. I ran a tight ship. And I think that I expected that as long as things went a certain way, if I controlled enough, sorry, I have such a catch in my throat, that all would go according to plan. Of course, I mean, that never worked. And it's like I had forgotten my own words from nearly 20 years ago. With me in charge, everything kept running into the ditch. I mean, who was kidding, right? I mean, control is an illusion. Now, it's not as if I have no plans or goals, mind you. Let me give you a for instance from just this week. So knowing that I was going to have this procedure, I planned and I took care of all of the things in my life that I felt I was going to need to take care of in order to ready myself for this deal, right? And one of the things that I did in planning was I cooked multiple meals ahead of time and froze them. Anyone who knows me, I know, you're shocked, aren't you? I thought about it. Anyway, it's interesting because I really haven't needed almost any of those meals because unexpected people, nothing I ever would have planned for, have brought me multiple meals. And so actually my kitchen is well stocked and I'm thinking about freezing a few of them to save them for later. I feel like if I would have said to these people, it's cool, I got it covered, that would have robbed me of a blessing. And I think it would have robbed them from a blessing. They obviously took the time, to do this for me. Let me give you one more, for instance, on having a plan, having some goals, but learning how to roll with it. Several weeks ago, my plan was after work to go meet a friend and probably have some dinner. In fact, I knew exactly what I was going to have for the dinner at this particular restaurant. And so everything in me had planned. I knew when I was going to arrive at the restaurant, again, what I was going to order. I knew kind of what we were probably going to talk about. And I got to the corner there where I work, and instead of going straight, which would have taken me to the restaurant, I took a left. Didn't even occur to me till I got to the stoplight. And then all of a sudden I thought, what the hell are you doing? You were going to go, have some dinner. So I thought, well, I'll just go up here to this, I'll go past the light and then turn around. And it was like as soon as I got through the light, I completely forgot my plan. And halfway home, I realized, I guess I'm not going to dinner. So once I got home, I texted my friend and let her know what was going on. Interesting thing was, ended up my ex, who I really was not prepared or wanting to see at that point, since things are fine and I can see them and it's no issue. But at the time, I think it would have been a huge trigger for me, and it would have really done a number on me, probably psychologically. So that is what I'm talking about when I say, letting it roll and kind of rolling with, I believe, this divine plan. I just think that the Creator wants what's good for us because the Creator loves us. That's why He sent His Son. And so the thought that I had this week comes out of Romans 8. And it starts in verse 5 by saying, well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and start at verse 4. So it's Romans 8:4, and then I'll keep reading. He did this so that the just requirement of the law would be fully satisfied for us, who no longer follow our sinful nature, but instead follow the Spirit. And, what I was talking about wasn't necessarily sinful, but it was following the Spirit's leading. Those who are dominated by the sinful nature think about sinful things, but those who are controlled by the Holy Spirit think about things that please the Spirit. So letting your sinful nature control your mind leads to death. And I think one of the sinful things that we do to ourselves is control ourselves and plan out ourselves and expect all these things out of other people and out of ourselves, right? I think that is our sinful nature. So it says that if you let that control your mind, it leads to death. I think we all know this. But letting the Spirit control your mind leads to life and peace. I believe with everything in me that the Spirit knows what we need, and if we allow space enough in our life to be able to follow that Spirit, we're going to be just fine. So that's my thought for you this week. Roll with it, baby. Hey, if anything I've said has been meaningful, give it a like. Please hit that subscribe button. And I am going to have some links down in the description for you below if you want to study anything further. So go ahead and share this with someone who you think may need a good word and might need a little help living their best life now, which is what you got to do, because this ain't no dress rehearsal. Grace and peace.